Like I remember when I was young, if you liked a girl, God, you had to like build up the confidence to go ask them in person what their phone number was. You get the home phone number, then you call them from your home phone. You're praying to God like the dad doesn't answer the phone. So after I posted my video yesterday talking about how in the morning when I wake up, I go on social media for the first sort of half an hour or whatever after I wake up, I had a few people reach out to me and say, you know, you shouldn't look at your phone first thing in the morning, or going on social media is not great first thing in the morning. And it got me thinking how I really feel about social media. See, I have really mixed feelings about social media, and the reason is I make a living off social media, so that's how I make all my money and how I'm able to travel the world. But on the other hand, I do think there are a lot of negatives to social media. I do think there's positives, but I think there's negatives as well. In the world we live in now, it's a great way to connect to people, and if I give you a really good example, Dan met his girlfriend through Instagram basically, and had there been no social media, he wouldn't have met her. So many of my closest friends I've also met through social media, so that's definitely a positive thing there. See, for me, social media is the ultimate distraction. Anytime I pick up my phone and I open an app, I just know I'm gonna be like essentially wasting time. And social media platforms are getting cleverer and cleverer with their algorithms at keeping you on that app. So one of those apps is TikTok, which I find amazing. The algorithms in TikTok blow me away. It's so quick to work out exactly what you wanna watch and show you more of that to keep you on the app. I don't even hardly ever go on TikTok anymore. I know if I open that app, I'm gonna lose half an hour of my life. So as a content creator, the number one goal is to connect with your audience. And for me, that's where it becomes really challenging. See, I can look at my analytics and see exactly who's watching my videos. And I have 17-year-olds watching, and I also have 65-plus-year-olds watching. And it's all quite an even curve between all those age groups. So for me to connect to people that have grown up with social media and looking at things like TikTok, which are only 30-second videos, it's how do you keep the retention for those people as opposed to the people that are 65 plus that have grown up watching longer form television in the past. A very popular thing amongst YouTubers is to have very fast-paced videos, fast cuts, different scenes, always something changing and something happening to keep people with shorter attention spans more engaged. But that doesn't work for your older audience who are used to a more slow-paced style of video. Me personally, I think I'm somewhere kind of in the middle. I do a lot of fast-paced videos. I have, fast cuts and the music comes in and out, but I also balance that out with some slower cinematography shots to appeal to a wider audience. But I think the negatives really are concerning, especially for young or impressionable people. So I think the main concern is that people are constantly comparing themselves to what you see on social media, and everyone posting on social media is only showing the best aspects of their life, and most of that's embellished. Nowadays you can get great photo apps that change everything. I've seen ones for girls. You can add makeup to your face, you can change your body shape, you can be skinnier here, you can be bigger here. It's amazing what you can do with this technology now. So when people are comparing themselves to these images, it's not a realistic comparison. Now the thing with social media is, when do you go on social media? It's usually when you're bored or when you're not doing anything exciting. And then when you go on and you're comparing your boring life or your boring state of mind with someone's exciting life that you're seeing online, that's when you start to have the negative effect. Oh man, I've been covering a lot of ground today, so I think it's time for some lunch. Hey! I have gotten myself a, what do I get? Sweet and sour chicken, like I always get. And you got something pretty special, mate. What's that?
I asked for like a vegetarian egg noodle, no fish sauce. I had to learn how to say.
I don't need to do a reaction to this. I've eaten this 100 times here and I already know it's good. Bye. I brought Sam down to Pattaya. He's actually never been here before, so we're going to spend a few days here. I was just here like only a few days ago, but anyway, it's all good. I've got lots of friends that live down here, so this is like my second home anyway. So for me personally, I like social media. I use Instagram quite a bit. I don't actually post that much. I'm too lazy to post that much, but I used to be right into Instagram. I was trying to grow it a long time ago. Facebook I use mostly for just like my family and close friends. I don't have many people on there. TikTok I have, but I try and avoid using too much because, as I said before, if I pick that up, that's like 30 minutes of my life gone. I use YouTube, obviously, and I actually spend quite a bit of time on there just watching other YouTubers as well. One thing I don't like about social media is the accessibility it gives everyone. So basically anyone can contact anyone at any time. And I've heard like sports stars and athletes talk about this. You know, they'll get contacted, say like a sports star misses the buzzer shot at the end of a game, they'll get like threatening DMs and people abuse them and stuff like that. That's a new thing and something we've never had to deal with before. The unique thing for me is I share so much of my life here on social media, on my YouTube channel, and I end up with a real connection with the audience, but it is a one-sided connection, and that's where it gets kind of tricky. You know, I get blurred lines between my personal life and my life that I show here. I receive around 10 to 15 DMs every day. I receive all sorts of DMs. You know, I had a guy message me just the other day and he's like, hey, can you help me find an apartment in Bangkok? Which I found a little strange, but you know, I love meeting people in the streets. So anytime someone comes up to me and they want to have a chat, if they recognize me, I welcome that and I really enjoy those connections.
Oh my God, is that keis one? Oh my God, hey, shake my hand.
Would you like me to help you find an apartment? Or would you like to bang one of my friends?
No, not that bad.
I've had people do that, like, hey, can I have the phone number of like your girlfriend's friend? It's like, no, bro, like. And it's funny, talking about accessibility. Whoa, just stood in a hole there. Talking about accessibility. So kids today, I sound like I'm getting old. Oh, you kids today, you don't know what it's like. but kids today, like, it's so easy for them to meet other people, right? Like, I remember when I was young, if you liked a girl, God, you had to like build up the confidence to go ask them in person what their phone number was. You get the home phone number, then you call them from your home phone. You're praying to God like the dad doesn't answer the phone, just so you can have like a little conversation on the phone in the afternoons. Now anyone can just, you know, find anyone on Instagram and slide into their DMs, and much easier. I kind of wish we had social media actually. So it's Sam's first time here in Pattaya, so I had to bring him to my favorite sunset beer spot, Pratumnak Beach. We might get a good sunset. It's looking pretty promising. Anyway, cheers, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Yes, enjoy. So the reason I come here and do these sunset beers, it's completely intentional, and it's not just because I like to have, well, I do like to have a beer and sit and watch the sun go down, but it's at the time where I take a moment to really appreciate what I've got. You know, I've worked quite hard to be here, and I spend a lot of time working on this YouTube channel and trying to grow my social media to get to where I want to be, and I take these moments to be thankful for everything that I have. And you know, it's so easy to get caught up in the moment and take it all for granted. And when I come here, I actually put my phone away, I put it on silent, and I don't look at it the entire time I'm down here. So I have no distractions, it's just me. I usually just sit here, have a beer, watch the sun go down, and really enjoy the moment. It's good, this is a good one.
Is it?
Wow, I mean, considering it was cloudy and it rained earlier,
Yeah.
like, this is awesome.
Yeah, turn it on.
We got lucky. There was a thick lot of cloud right on the horizon. I wasn't sure if we were going to get a good sunset, but now it's doing the light ray thing, which looks rad.
I'm impressed.
You're impressed?
Yeah, man.
Looks rad. Simple things.
Simple pleasure.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you tomorrow. I thought it was my worst date that I'd ever been on, and one of my friends from back in Australia called me up. It's like, dude, what about that date you had back in Sydney? And I'd totally forgotten about this. It's a crazy story.